So next I'm going to move to the classic Judeo-Christian story of Adam and Eve. Not that I want to get involved in religion and Bible at any detailed level. But the Bible is the most popular book ever read, and religion contains a lot of wisdom. There were a lot of people thousands of years ago who had nothing to do. They had no TV, no entertainment, so they thought about things. And they came up with some great wisdom, and a lot of this is very relevant today, and some of it is not. And some of it is just utter nonsense. But there is important information in the story of Adam and Eve that I want to bring out, which illustrates an important point here. And the point is that stories and messages come with multiple layers, and people understand different layers of those messages. So again, things seem to come in threes. So level one is what happened. God told Adam and Eve not to eat the apple. They ate the apple, they blamed the serpent. There was Eve blamed the serpent, and Adam blamed Eve, and all this sort of mess happened. And God basically threw them out of bliss, threw them out of the Garden of Eden, which is the blissful existence. And that's it. They disobeyed God. They shouldn't have disobeyed him. It's kind of like a parent saying to a child, don't look in the closet or don't peer behind the curtain, and if they do, they throw them out of the house for good. Which really doesn't make a lot of sense, but if you're somebody who dogmatically believes in religion and you're really focused on level one, the what, that is the extent of the story. But there are two other levels. The next level is why did it happen? Here's where it gets interesting. Why was God mad at Adam and Eve? Because they broke the rules? Yeah, sure, maybe. But why was he really angry? They blamed each other. Nobody took responsibility. Adam blamed Eve, Eve blamed the serpent. That's the why. That's why he was really angry. His children were fighting each other. Not to eat the apple, not to look in the closet, was really a minor issue. It may very well have been a test. That's the why. Nature has made us curious. We should never be ashamed of our nature, but we should be ashamed of fighting each other. Layer three is, who are you? You can't answer the question of why, what's important, unless you know who you are and what your values are. Very few people think at that level, and that's by design, which we'll get to. So the question there is, God knew that Adam and Eve were going to eat the apple. He made them curious. It's human nature. The question is, what was the path from not knowing what's in the closet, not knowing what's behind the curtain, to knowing, to being more like your parents, to knowing the secrets of love, sex, and making mistakes, and uncertainty, and confusion? Can you imagine if a child knew that that's what their parents thought? Can you imagine if we knew that's what God thought? Can you imagine if we were more like God? My God. That's why people stay away from that. That's the who. That's the higher level. Eating the apple is about having knowledge. And we live in a world where most people are at the level of what. Some people are at the level of why, and very few people are at the level of who. So let's look at today's story. We are at a crossroads in our civilization, the level playing field. The United States is at the top of the pyramid. The pyramid's leveling out. Productivity is going across the globe. There are a lot of people that don't have the level of skills they need to survive, and those sorts of things. And so, what's happening? Why is it happening? Who are we? You have all made a choice coming into this room to know all of that, to not be in ignorance.